Hi, what's up? I'm going to be reviewing a What I Eat in a Day video by Growningannanas. I've reviewed some videos of hers over a year ago. A lot of her fans didn't like my video. It was more popular than most of my videos. It has over 200,000 views. It somehow hit the so-called algorithm. All that I said in the video is that she looks older than she actually is, which is true, come on. And that the exercises which she is promoting are not healthy, they simply stress your body and decrease your lifespan. That was my overall point. I also talked about how her plant-based diet is not healthy and causes infertility, which again is hardly something that you can argue about. We'll see how she's doing now, over 1 year later. Wow, I do have to simply say that for a 29-year-old, she just looks way older. Realistically, come on, let's just be real here for 1 second. Even if you like her videos, that's all cool. She has aged her body a lot because of the workouts. I don't in any way say this to offend her. I'm simply literally looking at a human being whose skin looks older, that's it. She also has under eye bags because of the stress. It's just that when you work out this much and stress yourself, you will of course age your body and exhaust yourself. It's literally what you need to expect when you do that.
The first thing I had when I woke up today was a glass of water, or 2 glasses of water, or 3 glasses of water. It had been a few glasses.
What is with the strange accent? She's from Austria, but she doesn't really have a German accent, or she's trying to hide it, or did she live in the UK or something, and is it a kind of mixed up accent?
Glasses of water. I also already had 2 cups of coffee, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, really? Oh man. Yeah, she already has makeup on, most likely to cover up dark eye circles, because realistically, if you exercise this much and also drink coffee, you must have dark eye circles. There isn't really much of a way around it. And even drinking a lot of water could add to it, because drinking plain water as such can be very dehydrating for your whole body and especially your skin.
I need coffee in the morning. I know it's not the best, especially as a woman, to drink coffee as one of the first.
Coffee is a toxic bean water, seed water. It's literally just poisonous, and the reason it produces a lot of adrenaline in your body is because it's poisonous. That's it. You're just consuming poison, and that's why you adrenalize your body. There's nothing else to it. It's just the definition of coffee.
Things. I think it would be perfect if you wait around 30 or 60 minutes. So wake up, get your water, do whatever you have to do, and then wait a bit with coffee. But
I would love it if that was butter, but it just for sure isn't. It's not even the color of butter. Is that some kind of a spread? I just really hope that it's not margarine.
I just can't. It's one of the habits.
I can't? Oh, you're trying to sound British? I could teach you in it.
I cannot get rid of. I don't know, it's hard. Changing habits, getting rid of the bad habits, it is hard. It is very, very hard, and you really have to want it. I looked into the fridge this morning and I was so sad. It is so empty, so we have to go grocery shopping today. I used the one and only egg that I had left, and this one and only egg that I had left is a bit burned now. What is in the air today? I don't know. I never burn my eggs. We put it on the...
Alright, let's sum it up. She has bread, which has glyphosate. It makes you infertile. This has been proven. Then there's also anti-nutrients, which bind to minerals, which you would be getting from food if you would actually be eating proper food. The only proper food here is the eggs. And then you also have some kind of a spread, which looks like margarine to me. It's in that kind of a container, but it doesn't quite have the color of margarine. Maybe it's like a margarine spread mix. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with something like that.
Hummus toast, and then we get...
If that actually is margarine, then it can easily lead to atherosclerosis. When they analyzed the plaque in arteries, then it was found out to be mostly made up of vegetable oils.
Some color, I thought we're gonna add some of these.
But you don't only want color, you want some kind of red color because you want meat. I gotta say that her videos are nicely filmed.
It somehow looks a bit still, like, I don't know. I have an idea. Up on my balcony, I have my own grown basil. I've never tried it before. So I think today's the day that we go upstairs and we can...
Basil is very poisonous, similar to parsley, which was used for natural abortions. They call it that because you don't do it exactly artificially, although what else is that? It's still artificial the way you do it, of course. You can't naturally have an abortion.
I get the basil, the homemade, not homemade, the homegrown basil. Wow, so much basil. This looks different than the basil that we buy in the supermarkets, right? It's way smaller. The leaves are way smaller. I think it's basil. I think. What do you think? No, I'm 100% sure when I bought.
Is that really relevant? It's a toxic green leaf herb. It's poisonous. That's why you use such small amounts. If you would juice a huge amount of this to actually get the toxins out of it and then drink it, you would be hospitalized right away because of very severe food poisoning, which can actually be deadly. Consuming small amounts of it isn't going to be deadly, but it's still toxic for your body. You should still not do it. You shouldn't consume anything that's toxic for you, even in the smallest amounts.
And planted it. I definitely bought basil. It smells so good. I wish you could smell.
No, it doesn't smell good, obviously. Otherwise you would just eat it raw or juice it.
It right now. So good. Let's put a lot
That's so good. Sounded really convincing.
on top. And then let's finally have breakfast. Because I'm hungry. Hummus toast with an egg, radish, and basil. Another savory breakfast. I told you in a couple of my vlogs, every time when I have breakfast,
You know that if you would stop consuming the bread, herbs, and coffee, and you would instead eat raw eggs from good quality sources, of course, don't buy supermarket eggs and eat them raw, and a good amount of fatty meat and organs, then you wouldn't need any of these stimulants. You would just have pure natural energy. You would look a lot younger also. Everything would just be better.
I talk about how I always eat savory breakfast. The main reason is because I want to keep my blood sugar stable. I don't want to have blood sugar spikes. So one of the things when you have sweet breakfast in the morning is that you might have a blood sugar spike, and then throughout the day you have a lot of cravings, a lot of sweet cravings, or like when you eat, for example, cereal with milk right now, then you have a big blood sugar spike. You have a lot of immediate energy. Like you feel like, wow, I can run like crazy and I can do a lot of crazy things, but then you have a drop. Like it goes up like high and then boom, then you have a drop and then you feel really tired, you feel hungry again, you crave sweet food. But if you want to keep your blood sugar stable, then highly recommend to start with a savory breakfast. I've learned that when I...
Yeah, but you're consuming a lot of sugar from the bread. Bread is made out of sugar. It's carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are sugar.
checked out glucose goddess, or when she popped up in my feed. Or no, actually a friend recommended me her profile. Now I have the book here, I read everything, I kind of study the whole blood sugar thing because I myself struggled in the past with it. So yeah, that's why I start with that. And now let's go eat.
The video is really strange, or is it just me? It's giving me this super strange vibe. Also funny the way she looks at the egg. The egg is the only good part of the meal, as I said. Really only the yolk. She had this small amount of actual nutrients there. It wasn't even over the top cooked. She actually got something out of it. The rest doesn't have over 15 micronutrients. And there's so many harmful chemicals on top of that that you should really avoid it.
This is the book I'm talking about, the glucose method, glucose goddess method. And here, for example, she says as one of her tips from her methods for blood sugar to have a savory breakfast. This is the resource that I have. And she has some other tips as well, like drink vinegar before having a meal. But
actually, that works, yeah.
I'm not gonna drink apple cider vinegar. I would try and do a lot of...
But you shouldn't do it very often because it's going to mess up your Speiseröhre. What is that in English? I forgot the name, but she will know. She speaks German. It's too acidic.
Then you should always start with veggies. Like every single meal, you should start with vegetables. And then the last tip is to, at least for like 10 minutes, move your body after eating. Use your muscles for 10 minutes after one meal each day. So what are we doing?
Yeah, but if you wouldn't be consuming all of the sugar, then you wouldn't need to do it. It's just because you store it as glycogen and then you use it up. That's what she's referring to.
No, we're gonna move. Let's move. Let's go for a quick walk.
I really have to say that I love the way she films her videos. It really reminds me of my own style of filming videos. Who is filming her? She didn't set up a tripod on the other side of the road, right? And then quickly run back to film herself. Nothing against it. It's cool for a cinematic effect. Kind of funny though for a vlog. I know it was moving. Somebody's filming her. Okay. Now it's nicely filmed, I gotta say, yeah. I can appreciate good cinematography. I like it, yeah. It's kind of like watching a movie partly. Good job.
Grocery shopping, because I told you my fridge is really sad today. It is empty. There's nothing in it. So we're gonna fill up the groceries. We're gonna fill up the fridge. I got some avocados, lemon.
I thought that she meant that that's an avocado.
I love this one, some tomatoes. And then I get this ginger shot.
The way she also says tomatoes. She's really been influenced by the British accent. Maybe she lived in the UK. Oh, a ginger shot. Ginger is poisonous though. I'm pretty sure that I talked about it in the last review.
I saw it before to boost my immune system. Not that I really think it's going to boost my...
No, it doesn't boost your immune system. What they measured is that the antibodies, white blood cells, increase when you consume ginger because you're having an allergic, essentially, reaction to the ginger because it's poisonous. Your body creates antibodies against the ginger. It doesn't boost your immune system, obviously, when it does that. It actually depletes your immune system, if anything.
Immune system, but it makes me feel good. I'm gonna buy some cold...
How does it make you feel good? Because you become somewhat adrenalized, same as from coffee? But that's not a good feeling. This also comes from the cabbage family. It tastes similar to cabbage, broccoli. Pretty disgusting overall.
89 cents. That's less than €1. And look how massive this is.
Yeah, because it's GMO garbage, obviously.
Yes, but then, like, compared to this one, like, both are the same price. How is that? That's so unfair. Like, who would buy the small kohlrabi if you get the big one for 89 cents too? I don't understand how this works, but I'm always searching for the biggest ones, and then I buy the biggest kohlrabi for 89 cents. That is insane. Crazy. What else do I need? One celery, bunch of celery, super healthy. You have to try it with...
Celery makes you allergic to the sun. It's not healthy at all.
Peanut butter, so damn good. Celery and peanut butter is such a great combo. Something I always buy, eggs, protein, and as you know, I always eat eggs for breakfast. Something I always do is I check if all eggs are in. So quick check, 10. Tofu.
At least she eats eggs, but it seems like that's more or less the only kind of animal food she even eats. Because she eats tofu instead of meat, that's very clear. She has meat cravings, as all humans do obviously, but she represses them and eats vegan garbage tofu instead. That's the problem here. She doesn't listen to her own body.
I have it at home, but I just want to show you, I really like this gluten-free bread. Meister Bäcker Classic. I really like this one. So if you're in Germany, you should try it. It's a gluten-free bread. Not that I have a problem.
Actually, there is no such thing as a gluten-free bread, but it's free of the gluten, which is found in wheat, which is probably what she's referring to. That's what most people talk about. In reality, all grains do have gluten. It's just a different kind of gluten, which is why they say that it's gluten-free. It's free of one specific kind of gluten.
With gluten, but this bread is just so good. I always buy the plant-based yogurt options. I just like them a little bit more. I buy this one. It is made with...
Why? What's this obsession with this plant-based vegan vegetarian stuff?
Ackerbohnen. I have no idea what the English word for this is. Like, no idea. And then there's this really famous German brand, Alpro, which they have a lot of vegan plant-based options. I really like it. They also have a lot of milk, and in every single supermarket they usually have this brand, some almond milk. When I go grocery shopping, I focus on healthy, whole foods. That is really important for me, like lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, protein sources. But there also has to be a tiny little bit of room for soul foods.
What about over 15 micronutrients not found in plants? Because people always talk about eating plants and then protein, as if from the animal foods you only get protein. But if you would be eating meat, then you would be getting over 15 micronutrients not found in the plants. It's the best source, especially if you would be eating organs.
Like chocolate. I'm in the chocolate section right now. I love chocolate. Like, who doesn't love a little bit of chocolate? Which one are we taking?
Me. I actually really don't like chocolate. Sure, as a child, I ate chocolate which had a lot of sugar and milk. That's what most people eat, but actual dark chocolate is unbearable.
The only thing I get from the freezer section today is the cauliflower rice. I want to try it. I haven't tried it, so I just saw it and I want to put it in my basket.
They actually make this flour into small pieces and sell it as rice. Rice is bad enough, but cauliflower doesn't even have really any carbohydrates. It just doesn't have anything at all. It's just you eating fiber with no nutrients, just a flour.
Okay.
Overall, a pretty horrible grocery haul. Definitely malnutrition. Is that Edeka? Looks like it.
Ta-da. Now I bought all these things, all these groceries, but I want to show you one of my favorite lunch places today.
Ooh, I gotta go back. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the dark eye circles. It's not that super horrible, but then again, aren't they partly covered up? Realistically, that's what it looks like to me. Then again, I guess that you can give her respect for doing such close-up shots, I suppose.
I want to go out for lunch, and I'm too lazy to cook myself, so just a little snack before, because grocery shopping it's a little bit like cardio. It's a lot of walking, and I'm hungry. Hummus, and these are lentil chips.
Hummus, maybe it was hummus before. That would make sense, not margarine.
And then the ginger shot before we go. Ginger.
Man, this girl is on an absolute self-destruction road, because chips are one of the worst things that you could eat, especially if they are made with vegetable oils. Maybe coconut or palm oil, which would still be considered a vegetable oil, wouldn't be as bad, but the typical kind of rapeseed oil chips, absolute heart disease just waiting to happen.
Mango maracuja. Sounds good.
Yeah, the reason there's mango and maracuja is because the ginger itself is so horrible that nobody wants to eat it or drink it. That's why they try to cover up the taste with something sweet. Yeah, you see? Is that enjoyment? Does she like it? No.
Spicy.
I really gotta say that this is not normal skin for a 29-year-old. It's really not. Her diet and her lifestyle are just wrong. Okay, I don't know why she filmed that. What? She's in Berlin. That's where I lived for over 10 years, man. Rosenthaler Platz. What up? Oh yeah, of course. I know exactly where this is. Of course, yeah.
We are here in one of my favorite places in Berlin. It's called Club Kitchen. They have a lot of nice lunch options. Like if you were looking for lunch, healthy lunch, come here. Like they have amazing, amazing, amazing options. I always go with the ginger pulled chicken. That's my number one go-to choice. Double chicken, because we need the double protein. So double chicken. I'm so hungry. I'm so ready for it. Oh yeah, thank you. Danke, thank you.
Wait, why did she say Danke? So strange. I thought that she's from Austria and she speaks German, right? It just didn't sound right. Where is she from, actually?
This place is really nailing it. It's so good. And they have the purple sweet potatoes. Like, I don't know any other restaurants serving the purple sweet potatoes. I love you guys. I do. It's also really hipster, cool people here. We're here in Berlin Mitte.
Hipster cool people, man. There are no cool people in Berlin, man. Seriously.
That's already a really hipster area. But this cafe here brings all the hipster people together. And it's really cool.
Yeah, look how cool she is.
This lunch was so good. The one thing I look out for when I have lunch is that I have, that I feel good, that I have energy after, and that I don't feel like super tired after. That's why I love like salad bowls or...
She definitely has a lot of makeup on. Makes me wonder, did she not really cover up this area, or are the dark eye circles so bad that they shine through the makeup? Yeah, obviously she has makeup, you can see. Huh, very interesting. I'm gonna guess the latter.
A wrap or just a nice bowl that makes me feel full, but also not too full that I'm gonna fall asleep after. I hope you know what I mean. But this place, if you're in Berlin...
What you mean is probably that your gut would be full of fiber, anti-nutrients, and toxins, which is why you would feel so sluggish that you would want to sleep. That's very abnormal, obviously.
Go and check it out, the Club Kitchen. It's so yummy, and it makes me feel right now energized and happy. So all I need now is a coffee. A coffee. I've never been here before.
Coffee 3 times a day? And then chocolate also? Chocolate chip cookie?
This is my first time. Really cute cafe. And I want to get some work done here. Decaf, iced Americano, and then
Decaf, okay, whatever, but it still has some caffeine for sure. Overall, her problem is that she doesn't eat actual food with nutrients and that she consumes mostly man-made plants. That's why she's so exhausted and needs to stimulate herself with external poisons, which she would call polyphenols and antioxidants, probably.
I also ordered this. It's a peanut chocolate bar. I don't know what exactly it is.
When you look at this, what's actually drizzled on there, not the seeds, but the brown garbage, it's seed sludge. That's what chocolate is. And then they drizzle seed sludge over it, over the other seeds. And then the rest is probably also made from seeds partly. Imagine, this is what slaves see today. It's complete slavery.
Yes, but I'm really excited to try it. What? This is so yummy and so soft. really damn good.
She really fits right into Berlin, pulls out her Apple MacBook or whatever you call it, and sits there with the hippie hipsters, drinks her decaf or whatever, eats her little seed cake. Just perfect. Yeah, great.
Welcome to dinner. I'm starting with the cucumber salad here. So this is my veggie starter today. I'm starting with the vegetables.
That's a fruit. Cucumbers are a fruit.
And then I'm moving on with the main course. The cucumber salad I made with mini cucumbers, you need the small ones, soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and a few sesame seeds.
Yeah, because you want to give it some kind of taste. You add sodium to it, which reminds you of natural food, which would have sodium, which would be animal foods. That's the reason people add this to plants. They cannot stand the taste of plants.
It's so fresh. It's so delicious. The mini cucumber.
Well, no, it's not delicious. That's why you added the sauces to it, the additives.
Are so crunchy. So like crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. And they really hit the spot. It is what it is.
I gotta say that in this shot, she almost looks like a grandma. What do you think? She looks over the top exhausted and lethargic. It's abnormal. She said that it's dinner, but she's already sitting there in a, what is that, in her pajamas? It's as if she's giving off the vibe that she already wants to fall asleep.
I'm eating the same dinner again. Rice, tofu, and kimchi, which is probably the best combo that exists. Not to forget with the seaweed chips. I found this Korean bibimbap sauce. Shake first.
Yeah, it's just always the same. You always said a bunch of red sauces because you hate what you're eating. All of these what I eat in the day videos, especially of women, are the same. It's all about covering up the taste and making it look different than the food that you're eating.
Adding a little bit of this. It's very spicy, but we make it even more spicy with a bit of sriracha. I can eat very spicy.
That also produces adrenaline in the body. She's definitely on stimulants nonstop. That explains the way she looks like.
Very, very spicy. And then we eat and watch Netflix. And that's what we do here, evenings. We eat, we watch Netflix, but we watch Netflix in a language that we want to learn. For example, I want to learn English, so I watch Too Hot to Handle, which is it's not the smartest show, you won't learn anything from it. But if you watch it in another language, like English, then you learn at the same time. I don't have a TV, in case...
Your English is fine, except if you're working on a British accent. Then I can understand, yeah.
I have half a protein bar left, and I have the Kinder Chocolate here. So I want to eat one Kinder Chocolate, Kinder Chocolate, yeah, and half of the protein.
Her German is really strange. Kinder Schokolade, that's how you say it, not Kinder Schokolade. Is she actually really from Austria?
Oh, look, the milk inside.
Amanda's close-up shots are really not flattering.
Totally forgot how good Kinder Chocolate is. It's so soft. It's very sweet.
It's very addicting, yeah. I also ate some of that as a child.
Very, very sweet. For a child, it's so sweet. That was really good. I'm gonna go to bed now because I am really tired. And I hope you enjoyed watching.
Really? You pretty much seem tired throughout the whole day.
In today's video. I hope it was a cool insight into how the 80-20 healthy eating rule works for me. When I explain it to someone who's asking, what is the 80-20 rule? I say, look, I focus on 80% whole foods, but there still has to be enough room for 20% soul foods. So to me...
Soul foods. Oh, that's what she means by 80-20.
It's about eating the whole foods, but also enjoying yourself and enjoying soul foods, enjoying time with others and not being restricted.
Yeah, but the rest that you eat, and I would say that it's more than 20%, such as the chips, there was definitely more, is just absolute garbage. It's junk food. If you would actually be a happy and healthy human being, then you wouldn't be craving any of that. You wouldn't need to follow these addictions.
Talking about restrictive, okay, just a really quick insight, but yesterday I was tarot reading. I think it's called tarot reading. I was just black and white thinking. I thought there's just one way. So that was really interesting. When I saw this card, I was like, yeah, I was really restrictive. But that was the past, and that is not how I think anymore. The present me is not restricting, and it was not restrictive anymore. I focus on...
But how are you not restrictive when you buy tofu, even though you crave meat? That's the definition of being restrictive. It's a vegan kind of mindset. All of them want to eat meat, but they don't. They may say that it's because of their morals or because they believe that it's unhealthy. Whatever the reason, you're restricting yourself.
Whole foods, but also soul foods, and I really try to find the balance with you. I want to be...
Yeah, but those kind of soul foods are gonna send you straight to hell.
Healthy, balanced, and I want to be happy, and this whole 80-20...
Yeah, but this isn't gonna make you happy whatsoever. If you want to be happy, actually biochemically healthy, even euphoric, then you need to drink a lot of blood. If not, raw milk maybe would somewhat work. Really get hydrated, but most importantly, you need to eat a lot of organs, meat, raw meat ideally.
Reading through the comments really means the world to me. It's so much fun. 99.9% positive. Maybe there is one weird comment, but we ignore that because we focus on the positive things. So it's really like...
It's not as if somebody wants to hurt you or whatever you mean as negative. Hearing a different opinion shouldn't be something negative, but it seems like that's how her fans see it. If somebody says that they don't agree with her, then it's negative, it's bad, we need to not listen to different opinions. What kind of a life is that?
99.9999% positive, and I want to thank you for that. So thank you.
Positive should not mean people agreeing with you. Anything should be seen as positive. Comments that are trying to help you should also be seen as positive. It doesn't matter if they disagree with you. How else are you going to change and find out why you're exhausted, why you have the dark eye circles and so on? You need to change. You need to hear different opinions.
You get my biggest hug now. The biggest hug! I already know.
Kind of sad because she has no children or anybody in real life to actually hug.
A lot of you are gonna ask about the pajamas. It's also from Giraffe Avenue. That's where I order all my pajamas because they're so freaking cute. Check it out, and then I see you next time. Don't forget to let me know what your favorite kind of sweets or dessert. Maybe I'm gonna try a few new ones. But if you have the chance to try the Kinder Chocolate, then please do it. Good night.
As I said, I do really like the way this video was filmed. It actually had pretty good cinematography compared to most YouTube videos. It really did remind me of some of mine videos actually. She has a similar style. I don't know if she edits her videos or films all of that, because it was clear that somebody else was also filming her. Except if she asked somebody random to film her, which I don't think, but it's possible. The dark eye circles and the very aged skin and the exhaustion is caused by the terrible diet and the working out. That's how she got popular, because of her workout videos. And mentally, she seems very off, as if she has at least some mild depression for sure. Probably more than that. It's that she eats way too much man-made food. What she would probably call natural. The vegetables and fruits don't even exist in nature. Even if they would, nowadays the way you farm them, they're so full of pesticides, herbicides, antibiotics, that it's never worth eating them. She probably believes that all that you can get from meat is protein, which is why she said that For protein, she eats tofu. There's over 15 micronutrients that you can't get from plants. Obviously, people don't eat meat for just protein. A lion doesn't eat only meat because of protein. It's because you get every nutrient from meat. Meat has every nutrient. And organs especially are the most nutritious foods on earth by far. Blood is the easiest to digest food there is. It's perfectly absorbed. It also has every nutrient. If she would be consuming actual natural food, which is what humans consume in nature, then she would have a lot of energy all of a sudden. Her skin would get better. The dark eye circles would slowly disappear if she would also stop working out. She would just overall seem like a different human being, because biochemically, she would be a different human being. People always say that human beings don't change, but humans can very much change. And the actual real natural way to change is to change yourself biochemically. And the only way that you can truly do that is to change your diet. If you don't like the way you feel, as a woman, for example, seeing as mostly women watch her videos, even if you don't like these negative videos or whatever opinions, then at least think about how you want to feel. Do you want to feel exhausted? Do you want to have this miserable, depressed feeling? Do you want to feel lost? Have stomach issues, dark eye circles, acne, all kinds of skin issues, which is the largest organ of your body? It actually means that your organ is suffering. No, of course not. Well, then think about your diet. Think about changing that in the first place, and then everything else afterwards, because your diet is what impacts your whole life. Your diet is what actually regulates and essentially dictates how your life will be. If your diet is bad, then your whole life will be bad. Thanks for watching.